Have you ever said, I feel sick, and then actually felt worse? That's not just a random thing. Your body is listening, really listening. And today, you're going to see just how real that is. Hey, I'm Paul Bauer. This is Quantum Reality Awakening. I'm a certified master life coach, NLP practitioner, and I've been studying the laws of the universe for almost 10 years now. And I want to talk to you about something most people never think about: how your words, thoughts, and feelings affect your health, not just in theory, but in ways your body can feel. You see, your body doesn't just follow what you eat or how much you sleep. It also follows what you think. That's what we're diving into today, because once you understand that your body is responding to your thoughts every day, all the time, you'll start to see why things feel the way they do and how you can change them. Now, this isn't about pretending to feel good or forcing fake smiles. This is deeper than that. We're talking about what happens when your brain sends signals and how your body hears them and believes them. Let me give you a quick example. Think about the last time you were nervous. What happened? Maybe your heart beat faster, your hands got sweaty, your stomach felt weird. That was all from a thought. No one touched you. Nothing bad actually happened yet, but your body reacted because your brain said, we might be in trouble. And your body said, okay, let's get ready. That same connection happens when we're feeling stressed, angry, calm, hopeful, or even when we're thinking about something that hasn't happened yet. Your body responds in real time. So here's the question: what kind of messages have you been sending your body lately? Maybe you've said things like, I never have energy, or I always get sick in the winter, or my body doesn't heal like it used to. These might feel like normal thoughts, but your body takes them seriously. It's like your cells are sitting in a meeting room waiting for instructions. And if the message is things are getting worse, they get to work following that plan, not because they want to, but because you told them to. And you might not even know you're doing it. That's the wild part. Most of these thoughts happen without us realizing it. They come from old habits, things we picked up when we were kids, stuff we saw from our parents, teachers, or even movies and books. We learn beliefs like you get sick when it's cold out, or aches and pains are just a part of getting older, and we never stop to question them. But here's the truth: just because something feels familiar doesn't mean it's true. Your body is capable of much more than you've been taught to believe. When you begin to understand how strong the mind body connection is, everything changes. You start noticing how your thoughts affect your breathing, how your feelings affect your muscles, how your words, even the quiet ones you say to yourself, start shaping your day. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Okay, but how do I start changing this? That's what we'll get into in just a minute. But first, I want you to sit with this idea. Your body isn't your enemy. It's not trying to work against you. It's actually trying to follow your lead every second of the day. But the question is, what kind of directions have you been giving it? Have you been saying, I'm so tired, even when you wake up? Have you been thinking, I just can't handle one more thing before your day even starts? Those little thoughts feel harmless, but they create real signals. And over time, those signals shape your health. And if that's the case, if you've been sending the wrong messages, then here's the good news: you can change the message. Even a small change in thought can start a new direction. Just imagine what could happen if you said to yourself, I'm getting stronger, or my body knows how to bounce back, or even something simple like, today, I feel just a little better than yesterday. You don't need to fix everything overnight. You just need to begin telling a new story, one that feels possible, one your body can believe. And belief doesn't have to feel big or dramatic. It just needs to feel honest, even if it's just one step better than what you believed yesterday. You might be surprised how your body starts to respond: a little more calm, a little more energy, a better night's sleep, less tension in your shoulders. That's not magic, that's alignment. And once you learn how to speak that language to your body, you can use it on purpose. This is where it all starts, right here with awareness. And now that you've got it, there's no going back. You're going to start noticing your thoughts more. You'll catch yourself saying something out loud and wonder, wait, do I really want my body to hear that? And that's the moment things start to change. So here's something to sit with before we move on. If your body's been listening this whole time, where did those old messages come from? Why do we say things like, I'm always tired, or I'm just not a healthy person? Who taught us that? Where did we learn to expect sickness or feel like healing is out of reach? Because in the next part, we're going to look at where those ideas really started and how they've been living in your mind ever since. It might surprise you. And once you see it, you can finally choose something new. So now that you know your body is listening to everything you say, think, and feel, it makes you wonder, where do these thoughts even come from? Why do so many people say the same things about their health? You've probably heard it before. Stuff like, I get sick every fall, or I've always had a weak back, or getting older just means more pain. These thoughts sound normal. You hear them all the time, but they're not just random. They come from somewhere. We pick them up as we grow. It starts really early. Think about it. When you were little, you watched how the grown-ups around you acted. Maybe when your mom had a headache, she would say, this always happens to me. Maybe your dad complained about his knees every morning before work. Or maybe a teacher once told you, be careful, kids always catch colds this time of year. You didn't question it back then. You just listened. You believed it. And without knowing it, you added it to your list of what feels true. Now, fast forward to today, and maybe you're repeating some of the same things, not because they're facts, but because they got stuck in your mind years ago. That's how programming works. We're not just shaped by what happens to us, we're shaped by what we're told. And when we hear the same messages again and again, they become a part of our belief system. So here's something wild. A lot of what you believe about your health may not even be yours. It might just be someone else's opinion that you borrowed and never gave back. So let's pause for a second. Think about the way you talk about your body. Where did those words come from? If you've ever said things like, my immune system is weak, or I always catch what's going around, you probably didn't come up with that idea on your own. You heard it, you felt it, you saw it play out with other people, and then over time, your body started to believe it too. Your body follows your beliefs, even when you don't realize it. And it doesn't stop with family. We get these messages from everywhere: TV shows, commercials, movies, school, the news. You see people talking about getting sick. You hear scary diseases. You see drug ads showing tired people one minute and dancing people the next after taking some pill. All of this sends signals to your brain. And if you're not careful, you start to accept it as your future. This is why you have to get really honest with yourself. Ask yourself, what have I been taught to expect about my health? Write it down if you need to. Not just the stuff doctors have said, but the quiet beliefs you've been playing in the background for years. Stuff like, all the women in my family get this, or once you pass a certain age, things go downhill. Or there's nothing you can do about your genes. These beliefs feel big and heavy, but they're just thoughts, thoughts you didn't even choose. And if you didn't choose them, you can choose something else. Now you might be wondering, okay, so if I picked up these ideas from other people, how do I stop them? The first step is awareness. You're already doing that right now. You're starting to notice the thoughts you say out loud and the ones that play quietly in your head. Once you hear them, you can pause. You can say, wait a second, is that really true for me? Or is that just someone else's idea? And then you get to decide. Do you want to keep that thought? Does it help you feel strong, healthy, and in control? Or does it make you feel sick? If it's not helping, you don't have to keep it. This is where your power starts to come back. Because if your body has been following old messages, it can also respond to new ones, ones that you choose on purpose. It starts with changing how you speak, even little things. Instead of saying, I always get tired by noon, you can say, I'm learning how to feel more energy during the day. Instead of, I have a slow metabolism, you can say, my body is starting to figure things out. This isn't about lying to yourself. It's about opening the door to something better, because the words you say create a signal and your body listens. Now, some people might ask, is it really that easy? Can changing my thoughts really help my body? And the answer is, thoughts are just the beginning. What comes next is even more important, because what you feel, that's what really gets your body's attention. Thoughts are like a message. Feelings are like the tone of voice. You can say, I'm healthy all day long, but if deep down you feel scared, tired, or unsure, your body hears that instead. So now the real work begins because changing thoughts is one thing, changing what you feel in your heart, that takes more awareness, more attention. But here's the thing, you already know how to do this, you've done it before. Think about a time you felt peaceful or hopeful, even for a moment. Your whole body responded, didn't it? Maybe your chest felt more open. Maybe your shoulders dropped. Maybe your breathing slowed down. That's proof right there that your body reacts to what you feel. And now that you know that, you can use it. We'll talk more about how to shift into those better feelings in just a minute. But for now, just start watching your words. Listen to yourself. Pay attention to the things you say about your body, even in casual conversation. Those moments matter. You don't need to be perfect, just notice. Because the more you notice, the more power you take back. And when you start to take back that power, something interesting happens. You feel more calm, you feel more in control, and your body starts to catch on. That's how healing begins. And speaking of healing, what if I told you that there's something your body already knows how to do, but it's been waiting on you to believe it's possible? That's what we're getting into next because your body has a built in healing system, and most people never learn how to work with it. But once you do, the game changes and your body, it starts to respond in a whole new way. Just wait. So here's something most people never get told. Your body has a real plan for healing. It's not random. It doesn't just get better on good days and fall apart on bad ones. Your body has been healing you your whole life, from little scrapes to big scares, from bumps and bruises to heartbreak. It listens, it responds, it tries. The problem is a lot of people stop working with it. They think healing is something that only happens with medicine or time. They wait, they hope, but they forget one big thing. Their body is ready, but it also needs the signal that it's okay to heal. That signal doesn't always come from pills or doctors or fancy tools. It comes from you. See, when your mind is calm, when your thoughts are steady, your body gets the message that it's safe. And when the body feels safe, healing speeds up. It uses energy in smarter ways. It stops holding tension. It starts doing the work it already knows how to do. But when your mind is filled with worry, stress, or doubt, that changes things. Stress is like a red flag. It tells your body to stay alert, to guard itself, to hold off on healing because something doesn't feel safe yet. It's like your body is saying, let's wait. Let's not spend energy fixing things if there's danger around. The problem, the danger isn't a wild animal. It's your own thoughts. It's your fear. It's the what ifs that play on a loop. What if this gets worse? What if it never gets better? What if I'm just stuck like this? That kind of thinking locks your body in a state where healing takes a back seat. You've probably felt this before. Maybe your shoulders felt tight. Maybe your stomach was upset. Maybe you couldn't sleep or your heart was racing. Even though nothing was chasing you, that's your body reacting to your thoughts, not your environment. The good news is if your thoughts can make things worse, they can also make things better. This is where you start to build a new relationship with your body, not one based on blame or worry, but one based on trust. And trust starts with how you talk to your body. Have you ever thanked your body? I mean, really thanked it. It sounds silly at first, but think about how many things your body does every day without being asked. Your heart beats, your lung pulls in air, your skin heals from cuts, your stomach breaks down food, your eyes blink to stay wet. That's a lot of work, right? And most of the time, we don't even notice, or worse, we complain. We call our body names. We point out its flaws. We talk down to it when we look in the mirror. And over time, that message builds up. Imagine how you would feel if someone treated you like that. So today, let's do something different. Just try it. Put your hand on your chest and say, thank you, body. I see you. I appreciate what you do for me. It might feel weird, but weird doesn't mean wrong. It means new. When you thank your body, you're not pretending everything is perfect. You're just choosing to respect the work your body does, even when things feel off. Respect brings calm, and calm is what tells the body, hey, we're okay now. Let's get to work. Now, here's something else to think about. A lot of people look outside themselves for healing. They wait for someone else to fix the problem. A doctor, a therapist, a healer. And yes, those people matter. They help, but no one can heal you without your help because the deepest healing, that comes from within. There's a big difference between care and healing. You can be cared for by others, but healing has to come through your own belief, your own decision, your own willingness to be a part of the process. That doesn't mean you do it alone. It means you show up with a mindset that says, I'm here for this. I believe something good is happening. And the more you do that, the more your body listens. Some people ask, but what if I don't feel strong today? What if I still feel tired or hurt or unsure? That's okay. Healing doesn't need perfect days, it needs honest ones. You can still feel doubt and choose belief at the same time. You can say, I don't know how this will work, but I believe it's possible. You can say, even if I don't feel different yet, I know my body is trying. You can say, I'm not giving up on myself. Those words matter more than you think. And once you start to believe that healing is something your body wants and something you can help with, things begin to change. You'll notice you speak more kindly. You'll start to take better care of yourself without feeling forced. You'll feel more peace in your body, even if not everything is fixed, because healing isn't just about fixing, it's about returning to balance, ease, peace. Now, here's something interesting. Did you know your body responds not just to your words, but also to your pictures? No, not to photos. I mean the pictures you make in your mind. When you think about getting sick, do you imagine being in bed, missing work, feeling tired? Or do you imagine being healthy, strong, and moving with ease? The mental picture sends a message to your nervous system. Your body starts to prepare for what you expect. So if you're always picturing yourself sick, guess what? Your body is getting that message over and over again. But if you start picturing yourself walking with ease, breathing deeply, sleeping well, your body gets that message too. This is why it's important to start painting better pictures in your mind. You don't have to believe them fully yet. Just begin. Picture a version of you that feels good, that wakes up rested, that smiles more, that moves with more energy. The more you do this, the more your body listens. The more you speak kindly, the more your body listens. The more calm your thoughts, the more your body listens. Thought work, gentle work. And the more you do it, the more you begin to notice things changing. This is the work. But here's the thing what happens when the body starts to listen, but the mind pulls back? What happens when you do the work, feel better, and then slip back into old habits? That's what we'll look at next, because staying on track isn't about being perfect. It's about understanding the biggest reason people fall off the path and what to do about it. And it might surprise you. Let me ask you something. Have you ever made good progress with your health, started feeling better, and then without warning, things stopped working? Maybe you were eating better, sleeping well, thinking more positively, and then one day it felt like your body just hit the brakes. This happens to a lot of people, and it's not always because something went wrong. Sometimes it's because we go back to something that doesn't match the new version of who we're becoming. Here's what I mean. Imagine your body is on a board. It's listening, it's healing, but your habits, your thoughts, or even the people around you are sending mixed messages. One part of you says, we're feeling better. And another part says, well, maybe not for long. That conflict confuses your body. And when your body feels confused, healing slows down. Your body works best when your thoughts and your feelings are working together. When you choose the process and stay steady, your body keeps moving forward. But when you start second guessing, when you doubt the changes or worry that things will fall apart, that sends a signal that maybe it's not safe to keep going. So how do you stay steady? One way is to look at the messages you're sending, even the quiet ones. It's not just about what you say out loud, it's what you think when no one else is listening. Do you trust your body to keep healing, or are you secretly waiting for something bad to happen? That silent waiting, that feeling like the other shoe might drop, can keep your body stuck. Let's break the pattern right here. Instead of watching for the bad, try looking for proof that things are working. This is powerful. Start with something simple. Maybe you slept a little better last night. Maybe you had more energy this morning. Maybe your stomach didn't feel as tight. These things matter. They're signs that your body is listening. When you notice those small wins, your brain starts building a different picture. It says, hey, maybe this is real. Maybe we're heading somewhere good. And your body hears that. Now, here's something else most people don't realize. A big part of healing has to do with what you expect, not just what you feel right now, but what you think is coming next. If you expect things to fall apart, your body will stay on alert. But if you expect things to improve, even little by little, your body relaxes, and that helps healing move faster. So the question becomes, what are you expecting? Most people don't stop to ask that. They say things like, I hope I feel better, or maybe this will work. But hope and maybe don't give your body a clear signal. A clear signal sounds more like this: I don't know when, but I know things are getting better. I can feel things changing. I trust the process, even if I can't see everything yet. Those thoughts make a difference. They give your body a message it can respond to. You might not see results overnight. That's okay, but the way you talk to yourself sets the path. Now, here's a simple exercise you can do. Think of one area of your body that you want to feel better. Maybe it's your back or your stomach or your energy. Pick one spot. Now close your eyes, take a breath, and say, I hear you. I trust you. I believe in your ability to heal. Do this once a day. That's it. It's not about saying the perfect words. It's about building a new habit where you talk to your body with kindness, respect, and support. Your body is listening, even when you don't feel much. Even when the progress seems slow, your body is always paying attention. And when your words and your actions match that belief, when they say healing is happening, you'll begin to notice more and more things working in your favor. But this brings us to something else we need to talk about. Some people try really hard to think good thoughts and say nice things, but deep down, they're still holding on past hurt. Maybe someone told them they wouldn't get better. Maybe they had a bad experience, or maybe they're still angry about what their body went through. That kind of emotion can sit under the surface. And even if you try to stay positive, that deep emotion sends its own signal, one that your body can hear just as clearly as your words. So, what do we do about that? We talk about emotional weight, not just the kind you feel in your chest or your stomach, but the kind you carry from old pain. You see, the body doesn't forget. It remembers stress. It remembers pain. It remembers moments you felt scared or unsupported. And sometimes it holds that memory in a tight place. Maybe your neck gets stiff, or your chest feels heavy, or your legs feel tired for no reason. That's not your body failing you. That's your body protecting you. It's been doing its best to hold everything together, even the stuff you didn't want to feel. So here's the next step. Begin to release that emotional weight. Not all at once, not in some big way, just slowly, gently. Start by asking your body what it needs. Ask it where it's holding on. Ask it what it wants you to know. You don't need a perfect answer. You just need a little space to listen. Sometimes the body just wants to feel safe again, to be told that it's okay to let go, that it doesn't have to hold everything on its own. You can say, I'm listening now. You can say, thank you for protecting me. You can say, it's okay to feel better. And with time, your body will start to trust that message. That trust, it opens doors. Your healing journey becomes less about fixing something and more about allowing something. Less about trying harder and more about listening deeper. But there's still one thing we haven't talked about yet. Something that connects everything together, because it's not just your thoughts and feelings and words. There's something else your body listens to every single day. Something that either helps or hurts your health. Something that most people never even think about. And once you become aware of it, things start to change faster. There's one part of this conversation we haven't touched yet, and it's probably one of the most powerful things of all. It's something that works in the background all day, every day. You don't even have to say anything. You don't have to do anything big. It's always there. And it's called your environment. Think about this for a second. If your body is listening, and we've talked about how it is, then it's not just listening to your words. It's also listening to your surroundings. It listens to how you treat yourself. It listens to what you allow into your space. It listens to what you see and feel when you wake up in the morning. So let's talk about what your environment is really saying. Look around your home, your room, even your car. Do these places feel calm? Do they feel like health belongs here? Or do they feel messy, rushed, or full of stress? This isn't about being perfect. You don't need a spotless space to feel better, but you do want your space to match what you say you want. If you're telling your body, I want to feel peaceful, but you're always surrounded by chaos, then the messages don't line up. That causes stress. And where there's stress, healing slows down. Here's a simple example. Let's say you want better sleep. You can speak good words and try positive thoughts all day, but if your bedroom is full of bright screens, loud sounds, and clutter, your body won't feel relaxed enough to rest deeply. It will stay alert. Even if you don't feel it on the surface, your body picks it up. Now, here's the good news. You don't have to redo your whole life to get results. You can make small changes. You can start with one corner of the room. Maybe it's the nightstand. Maybe it's your bathroom counter. You can clear it, clean it, and add one thing that feels good. A candle, a smooth stone, a photo of someone you love. When your body sees those changes, it says, oh, something's different. It begins to respond. That's how environment becomes a part of the healing process. It reminds your body over and over that good things are welcome here, that peace is allowed here, that change is already happening. This goes beyond just objects. It includes what you listen to, what you watch, who you spend time with. If you're always taking in scary news, negative talk, or stressful energy, your body reacts to that. Think of it like this. You wouldn't pour dirty water into a glass and expect it to stay clean. The same goes for your thoughts in space. What you allow in affects how your body feels and how fast it can heal. So here's a gentle question. What can you turn down today? What can you turn off or walk away from just for a little while to give your body a break? You don't need to cut everything out. You don't have to say goodbye to the whole world, but your body needs moments of peace, needs time to hear your true thoughts without all the outside noise getting in the way. Even 5 minutes of stillness can make a difference. 5 minutes with a calm breath, a quiet room, or a soft sound. This tells your body you're safe, you can rest now. And when the body rests, it heals. Now, let's bring this all together. You've learned that your body is always listening. It listens to your words. It listens to your emotions. It listens to your expectations. It listens to the environment you create. All of these pieces matter. They work together. When even one of those pieces starts to change, the whole picture begins to shift and your body takes notice. It might not show up all at once, but just like a seed under the soil, something starts growing the moment you plant it. Your words are seeds. Your choices are seeds. And your belief in something better, yes, even that is a seed too. So here's what I want to leave you with today. Your body is not working against you. It never has. It's not trying to make life harder. It's doing the best it can with what it hears and feels. And now that you know that, you can start feeding it something new. New thoughts, new messages, new hope. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be aware. Start noticing what your body might be picking up from you. Start talking to it like a friend. Thank it when you feel even a little bit better. Smile when something small goes right. Let your body feel your support. The more you do that, the more your body will respond. And it's only the beginning. There's still so much more we can explore together. How your beliefs are shaped, how you can reprogram what your body expects, how science, the mind, and energy all work in ways most people never even learn. So if you found something useful today, or even just felt a little more hope, I'd love for you to be a part of this journey. Go ahead and hit that like button, leave a comment, and tell me one thing your body has taught you. And if you haven't already, subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. This is Quantum Reality Awakening. I'm Paul Bauer, and I'll see you in the next episode because we've only just begun.